A Resistance Story, Episode 15, Operation Ocean Blue. Alright, men, gather around. So it doesn't look like that Bucketheads have launched any major counteroffensives or have any plans to retake Grotage. They probably will take it in the near future because we are leaving. The only reason we secured this is just to get us a base close to the ocean. So, as you may know, what we are doing is we are moving overseas. It's a serious crisis, 30 times as worse overseas as it is in the United States. You think it'd be worse here, but it isn't. So here's the plan. You guys are split up into two parts. So we have secured 3 private ships for Grotage, big enough to hold us, all of us. So I'm going to take 1 private ship. So we secured 3 private ships. I'm gonna take 1 private ship with a couple men to guard me. So, our plan. So this is where we are at now. Let me find it first. This is about where we're at right now. In this area. Up above us is Buckethead, Canada. Below us is untouched Mexico. But there are some Buckethead reports in that area. So we're going to avoid all of that land travel. So what we're going to do is we're in about here. Grotage is right on the edge of Maine. So, with that being said, I'm going to set off on the first ship. I'm going to take an alternate route than you guys, just to be safer. So, what we're going to do is we're going to I am going to go up to Greenland, right off the shore of that, and then I'm going to move down onto Spain. So like that. Let's see how we're at Spain. I'm just going to move straight across. I'm going to go out to Greenland, and then I'm going to move down onto Spain. So, the reason for that is so that I'll be right in between the 2 groups. So, what I mean by that is we're all going to set off from the same point. Caracady and the Colonel, you're going to command the 1st Division, so that's going to consist of 5th Army and Arbiter 6 and 7. You guys are going to set off for East Army, 5th Army, and Arbiter 6 and 7. You guys are going to set off from Maine, from Grotage. You're going to go across the sea, and you're going to arrive in Brittany, in France. Now, just like they did in World War II, what you're going to do is you're going to secure a beachhead there. Now, this is a very heavily defended beachhead, but I wouldn't have sent us here if I didn't think we could do it. Once you've secured the beachhead, you're going to fight into the port city of Cherbourg, and then just see what you can do. Remember, men, we are only taking light raids. We are not taking on any major forces. We do not have the manpower nor the equipment to face this empire directly. So just small raids. If you can take cities, do that. But you're probably not going to be able to hold them. So just do it just to secure supplies and deal a small blow to the empire. So take smaller cities or any cities that you can. Ambush supply trains. Go on reconnaissance and espionage missions. And take out high-value targets and get out. So our tactics, as you may know, we move in and we move out. We complete our objective and nothing more. So with that being said, you may have heard me been talking about Morocco. So that is a valuable. It is believed that they do have resistance prisoners there. So I myself, I'm going to be overseeing. I'm going to be in a secluded area in Spain. The Bucketheads won't know we're there. And then we're going to be receiving communications from both France and Morocco. And I'm going to be assessing the situation where I need to go. Like I said, I'm a high-value target to the Buckethead Empire. So I need to stay hidden as long as possible and assess where I can be most useful while being the most safe. So, 6th Army and West Army. So these are all the armies that we fought at Bradford's Hill. You guys are going to come from Grotage, and you're going to go around to Morocco. Remember, there's GPS in the boat. It'll take you right to Marrakech. Marrakech is the port city there. It'll be heavily defended, so you need to go around it. Remember, we're in North Africa, so it's hot. Really hot. We're in the Sahara Desert. So you need to move up there, and then you need to go around Marrakech and just completely skip that, because you will not be able to fight the Bucketheads there. And you need to go around to Rabat, its capital. You need to free the prisoners in an extreme undercover mission. And then you need to get out of there without any carnage. If carnage should happen, well, then you do what you need to do. But the plan is get in and get out with the prisoners with nothing happening. All right, that being said, after you do that, you will take the prisoners on a small convoy up to the Mediterranean just east of the Strait of Gibraltar. And then you're in the Mediterranean. Then you will go up past the island of Corsica, and you will be arriving in Monaco, which is just on the very southeastern part of France. And you're going to move upwards and try to link up with East and 5th Armies, Arbiter 6 and 7, Karakady, and the Colonel. All right? Okay, Lieutenant Colonel Miggs, is that your name? Yep. You're going to be commanding the West and 6th Armies, which will be in Morocco. So, now you guys know your mission. We're going to take our uniforms off when we're on these boats, because of the Atlantic Ocean. When I tell you this, I mean it is riddled with submarines and ships. So we're talking mighty warships, like almost indestructible, like Titanic quality warships that the Buckethead Empire has. They will sink us if they suspect anything. So play your cool. If we come across one of them, say we are migrating from the United States because there's so much anti-Buckethead, and we like the Bucketheads, so we're gonna put this in different words, obviously, and we're migrating to Norway. Once we get past them, we need to sneak in. We need to be really deceptive on the seas because they are highly patrolled. This plan has a high tendency, I know it has a high tendency that it sounds like it's going to go south. But if it goes right, we can hit them hard. Okay, sir. Yes, Kirky. So if this does go south, then that's it. That's the end to the resistance. Well, yes. But remember what I taught you, boys. You need to be stealthy, and we need to pay attention, and we need to be vigilant. Say your prayers every night. We're going to make it through this. All right. So, reciting of orders. 6th and West Armies. You're with Lieutenant Colonel Miggs. You're going to go across the Atlantic, around whatever the city was, Marrakech or whatever. You're going to go around that. You're going to go up to Rabat, the capital of Morocco. And you're going to get those prisoners, and you're going to go to the Mediterranean just east of the Strait of Gibraltar. Then, you're going to go into the Mediterranean, up to Morocco, and move through France to meet up with West, East, and 5th Armies, Arbiter 6 and 7, and Lieutenant Karakady and the Colonel. Then, you will get new orders from me then. But let's just focus on these ones now. Alright, remember, dress lightly. Make sure you use your water wisely when you're in North Africa. You guys, Do not bunch up on them beachheads, because those machine guns will tear you apart. I guarantee you, there will be rigged with defenses. And sir, what if they're not? Well, then what you do is you scope out the beach. At night, you avoid the lights of the machine guns and you set them up. So aren't they going to realize that there's someone out there setting defenses up? Well, you should be fine. So no disrespect, sir, but this is an extreme cost to lives if this goes south. If there's nowhere to take cover on the beachhead, they're just going to cut us down, and the whole operation in Normandy is going to be screwed. Well, all right. So what I need you to do then is I need you to scope out the beach, and I need you to report back to me with a long-range telephone, all right? Then I will tell you what to do from there. Maybe take some pictures, too, and send those to me so that I can see them, and I can give you the best advice. Yes, General. All right. Okay. Men, we move out in exactly 1 week. Those boats are ready. Our searches and our radars have not seen any buckethead presence. I guarantee you there are bucketheads moving on us. They may be moving across the Atlantic. We will improvise if we have to. But for now, it's going to be longer than a week before they get here. All right, men. You should get plenty of rest this week, because it's going to be quite nerve-wracking, the mission you're about to embark on. Carcadine and the Colonel, remember, you're in France. Do everything I just told you. I'll recite all these orders before we leave. All right. We good? All right, get back to whatever you were doing, fixing stuff, whatever. But be ready for next week.